Hey, coach. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Let me guess. You've been thinking about starting a podcast for what? 6 months? A year? Maybe more? But you've told yourself, first, I need a big audience. Who's even going to listen to me? Or my personal favorite? I need a jingle and a $400 microphone before I'm legit. Hello, I'm Payman Lorenzo. And yes, I'm that guy who cracked the client getting code podcasting without needing a bajillion followers. Let me break it down for you. Less than 200 subscribers on YouTube, doing it part time, still landed 60 clients. And these are high ticket clients. I know, I sound like a marketing myth or that random guy in your DMs promising riches. But here's the twist, it's real, and I actually did it, and I'm still doing it. And now I'm here to pull back the curtain and show you exactly how you can do the same. So stay with me till the end of this video because I'm not just here to humble brag. I'm here to hand you the blueprint that can help you go from zero audience to a calendar full of dream clients using nothing but your voice, your story, and a dash of my podcast magic. Sounds good? Let's dive in. First thing first, let's talk about audience. As the saying goes, size doesn't matter at all in this case. Thinking that you need a huge audience before you podcast is like saying you need abs before you join a gym. Nope, it doesn't work like that. In fact, podcasting is a perfect place to start when your audience is zero. Even if your only listener is currently your dog, and let's be real, dogs are very loyal fans. I love our dog. Today, I'm going to show you why starting small is actually a secret weapon and how podcasting can fill your coaching calendar without a single cold DM. Sounds good? Let's roll. So, everyone is obsessed with numbers. How many downloads do you get? What's your audience size? How many subscribers or views? Blah, 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 blah. Everybody chasing the vanity metrics and being at the mercy of the algorithm. But here's the truth. You don't need a lot of people. You need the right people, even if that's just 10 people. 10 people dialed in, resonating with your voice, hearing your stories, thinking, wait, this person gets me. He understands me. She speaks my language. That's everything. That's where it's at. That's more powerful than 10,000 random scroll zombies on Instagram. Small means intimate. It's a difference between yelling in a stadium versus inviting someone over for wine and deep conversation. And guess who becomes a client faster? And hint, it's not the people in the nosebleed seats. All right, let's be real. Before your podcast, before your podcast, sorry, getting distracted here. You're just another coach in someone's feed. After your podcast, guess what? You're the host of a show. And not just any show, but a show that they are hooked on. Boom, authority unlocked. Something shifts for them and for you. You're not just offering coaching anymore. You're leading a conversation. You're building a brand, a voice, a platform. And get this, you can start inviting guests before you publish episode 1. Why? Because you're the host. You call the shots. It's your podcast. And the best part? Guests bring their own audiences. They promote the episode. Some even become your clients. Magic, magic, right? And trust me, saying, hey, want to be on my podcast? Gets way more responses than, hey, want to hop on a discovery call? All day long, anytime. I have a funny story to share on that. I went from less than 1% conversion rate to 100% hell yes as soon as I implemented this, inviting my ideal prospects on my podcast. Why? Because again, it's about trust conversations. It's a conversation, not a performance. A lot of coaches stall out because they think podcasting means sounding like Oprah crossed with a TED Talk. No, it doesn't. Podcasting isn't about being perfect. It's about being real. You're not performing. You're connecting. You're speaking to one person, not to the masses. Your dream client. They're not grading your voice, your hums, your has, your audio quality. They're not jogging. Sorry, they're jogging, driving, folding laundry. They can be cooking, doing the dishes, and so on and so forth. They just want to feel seen, heard, and helped. So don't overthink the mic. Forget the music intro for now. Just hit the record button and say, hey, here's what I wish someone told me when I was where you are. Because again, when someone is listening to your podcast, when someone is looking for a coach, they're not looking for a disconnected billionaire. They're looking for someone that is just a few steps ahead of them, 1, 2, 3, at most 4 steps ahead of them. Someone they can resonate with, they can identify with, someone that they can trust, someone that can lead them, guide them. That's what they want. That alone will blow people's mind. Why? Because it's human. And humans, guess what? They hire other humans, not highlight reels. So how do we convert those conversations into leads and eventually clients? And this is where podcasting gets truly magical. When you show up consistently and speak from your heart about your zone of genius, you start attracting the right people without selling. You start attracting the people that are going now to what you successfully overcame not just long ago. No more of those spammy messages on your Facebook and LinkedIn saying, "Oh, just 2 spots left. Application closing soon. Anyone need coaching?" Oh God. When was the last time you answered to such a magical sentence online? Instead, someone stumbles onto your podcast, they listen to 3 or 4 episodes, they binge listen to you, binge watch your shows. And by the time they reach out, they already know you. They feel like they see you as a friend. They trust you. They like your sense of humor, your personality. They can resonate with you, identify with your message. They see themselves, most importantly, in you. And that's when they feel connected. They're halfway sold. You go from cold lead to where do I pay? What's the next step? How can you help me? Let's start without ever chasing. And yes, that happens a lot. As a matter of fact, 100% of my clients have come to my podcast, to my tiny little YouTube channel podcast. Think of it as marketing that nurtures your clients while you sleep 24/7 worldwide. And again, speaking of an audience, it's not about the size. Absolutely not. Let's get nerdy for a second. Say your podcast gets 100 downloads a month, 100 views per upload on your YouTube channel. That's 100 people choosing to spend 20, 30, 40 or more minutes with you, listening to you, to your story, to your expertise. That's more attention than most Instagram Reels ever get or any other medium, Facebook, LinkedIn, any others. It's like giving 100 mini masterclasses anytime, around the clock, even if you're not wearing pants, without Zoom, without burnout. And even if just one of those 100 become a client, that's a game changer. Opens a world for you. Gets your message around to the right people 24/7, even when you're sleeping or vacationing or doing whatever you want. So again, podcasting and YouTube, especially when done the right way, it's not about volume. It's about connection, depth. And guess what? Depth leads to dollars or euros or pounds or whatever currency you use. Real ones. Because why? Because business, especially high-ticket business, high-ticket selling, it's about one thing and one thing only. Start with a T, ends with a T, 5 letters. Trust. Now, how do you build that trust? You build that trust by building rapport. How do you build that rapport? By having hearted conversations. And where's the best place to do so? Your own podcast, your own YouTube channel. That's it. And because once you build that trust and rapport, then there's no need for you to pitch, to sell, to convince, to chase, or like to say in a funny, cheesy way, to seduce or kidnap someone to do business with. It's a natural, automatic, organic progression. Because again, podcasting isn't about volume, as I said earlier. It's about connection, depth, and depth leads to conversation. Conversation leads to business, dollars, pounds, euros, and so on and so forth. So now the big question is how to start and why now? There's never been a better time than to start a podcast right now, and YouTube even better. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. Each day, over 3 billion people go on YouTube to look for a very specific answer to a very specific pain point that they're facing. And podcasting is booming like there's no tomorrow. In 2025 and 2024, the amount of revenue generated to podcasting was about $32 billion. A year later, now in 2025, roughly mid 2025, it's grown to 47, almost 48 billion. Let's round it to 50. That's a jump of almost 20 billion. And by 2029, which is not far from now, 3.5 years from now, it's going to take a massive leap by another 100 billion, reaching 150 billion. So podcasting and YouTube are exploding. There's no tomorrow. So having said that, now let's take a look at a few excuses and kill them right now. One of the first one is, but I don't have a microphone. Well, you can start with what you have. Use your phone. It's 2025. If you have a recent phone, whether it's an iPhone or Samsung or whatever, the audio is good enough. And if you do want to invest in a proper microphone, the good news is that you can grab a very good starter podcast mic for $100 on Amazon. The second biggest excuse, so-called limiting belief that people have not to start a podcast is, but I don't know what to say. Well, genius, start with what your clients always ask you. Even better, share your story. Talk about how you overcame whatever major challenges that you had to go through and overcome. One of my favorite saying is, your crap is your gold. Or in a more PC way, your mess as your message. Simple as that. The next one is, but I don't have time. I'm so busy with life, family, the kids, the kitchen, the garden, the dog, the cats, the fish, and so on and so forth. Well, the good news is, it's literally not asking you to create any extra work for any extra time for you. You can start with just recording once a week. That's one client attracting conversation. Or even better, like most online entrepreneurs, you get on at least one, if not multiple calls a day. Now, why not turn just one of those calls into a podcast? Why not just press the record button on your Zoom screen and turn one of those conversations already having with your prospects and turn it into a podcast? Simple as that. Simple as that. It's not asking you to commit to a full-time endeavor of 50 hours a week. No, just take the time you're using it and use it effectively. And no, it's not about an audience. You do not need to have an audience before you launch. Let me share with you something incredibly powerful. You podcast to build your audience. Let me repeat that. You podcast to build your audience, not the other way around. And in the process, it's going to help you to clarify your message, become a magnet, and to step into your full voice, you finding your voice and your true zone of genius and sharing your gifts, not just with the world, but with the people that really need it. And for those people, your message, your gifts, your zone of genius are going to be not only transformational, but potentially life-changing. So this is your time to shine, to level up, and to make your impact into the world, around you and around the world. But if you're still feeling scared, that's a good sign, because it means that you care. And we definitely want to care because, hey, we're people and we care. We're dealing with people, and people love doing business with people that care. Still don't know where to start? No problem. I've got you. DM me launch or drop in the comments, and I'll help you go from idea to a full profitable podcast and show without burning out or freaking out. Here's what I want you to know. You have something worth saying, sorry. You have lives to change. Look at your life. Look at all the challenges you had to overcome. We all go through a fair share of pain, trauma, abuse, tragedy, betrayal, heartbreak, struggle, and so on and so forth. Yes, it hurts a lot when you go to them, but guess what? They become our story. Then our story becomes our gifts. Then our gifts become our duty and responsibility to share them around us and around the world. Because that's one of the main reasons we are here, to help, to inspire, to uplift others through our own experiences, gifts, and wisdom, and so on and so forth. So embrace your gifts and go out, share them to change lives. And guess what? Your voice deserves more than just waiting until someday, because your voice matters, you matter, your story matter. Regardless of audience, even if you're starting with zero audience, no problem. Because I started with zero audience. And that didn't stop me from getting 6 clients in my first weekend, and then 60 clients the next 10 months with a YouTube channel of less than 200 subscribers. Now my channel is a bit bigger, just under 1,500 subscribers, but that hasn't stopped me from getting over 100. I stopped counting, over 100 high ticket clients. 100% coming from my podcast, zero social media. So again, your message matters, your gift matters. Embrace it loud and proud, and then share it even loud and proud around you and around the world. So again, it's all about you. You have a message. Get a microphone and share your voice, because that's part of our mission. And also, start your profitable podcast YouTube channel today. Don't wait. Because when you do, magical things happen. Watch your status elevate from being just another coach in the background to being the host of a specific show, becoming not only an expert, but becoming the expert, the authority, the leader in your niche, as long as you stick with it. See the doors opening up in front of you, opportunities literally falling on your lap, just like my TED Talk last summer of 2024. Yes. Watch and in the process, watch your coaching business grow and take off. Watch you finding your purpose, your voice, finding your tribe, building your tribe. It's a life changer, first for you, and then for those that identify with you, that resonate with you, that can see themselves in you. And as I always like to say, I'm cheering for you. God is cheering for you. But most importantly, the most important people cheering for you, for me, and for all of us, you know who they are? Our future clients that are waiting for us, that need us. We don't see them yet, but they are here. They depend on us. They're waiting for us. And we cannot let these people down because they depend on us. So let's do it. Let's make it happen. And if you want help with that, you know where to find me. My contact info is in the description below. Signing out. God bless. Talk to you very soon. Cheers.